So in this video, I'm going to talk about a couple of the basics. Now, I'm going to talk about a couple of the basics because remember, this series is meant to recount my Dev Mountain experience. And now realize when I'm sharing this, I am sharing it from a unique perspective. So if you are new to UX design, don't be discouraged because the things I'm going to share with you are still basics that you can utilize right now as you're starting in your career. Now, when I say the basics, I'm talking about having a portfolio and sketching. So that's what I'm going to talk about in this video. So when I got to this portion of the UX design Dev Mountain course, I had kind of checked out. Again, not to discourage, but I had checked out because I realized for me, when I was approaching this, I'd already been doing sketching. Now, my sketch, albeit, was a little different. Some of my sketches were starting right into the low fidelity wireframes. I am a little bit more particular about how I do my sketching. I feel like, in my personal opinion, that it's not 100% needed. There are going to be a lot of opinions that you come across in this field. There's going to be tons of people that are going to tell you it has to be done this way or that way. But most of all, what's really important, and I think this is probably the biggest tip I can give you, is that you are a problem solver. As long as you're solving problems and you're solving for the user, the end user that's actually going to use the application or website, you are absolutely fine. In fact, when it comes to getting a job, as long as you can approve this, ability, prove that you can be able to solve problems to your hiring manager, the product, manager, or whoever it is that's, maybe it might be a developer or stakeholder that is interviewing you. As long as you can prove to them that you can deliver on problem-solving abilities, then you are absolutely fine. So this definitely can be called the basics. So sketching. When you're going ahead and sketching is a practice that allows you to just get your ideas out there, allow you to ideate, which is another way to saying getting your ideas or starting to create ideas out there, so that way you don't have to hold anything back. That's what you really want to focus on when you're doing the sketching. The sketching is all focused on just ideas. Then when you actually get some solid sketches going, the key here is just to pay attention to different versions. You don't want to stop with one idea. In fact, I'll tell you, in marketing is also a lot about getting your ideas out there, especially when it comes to copywriting. You don't want to hold yourself back from what could be. It's way better just to write out the worst version and another bad version and another bad version until you have plenty of bad versions that you can then draw good parts out of all those different versions and have an ultimate one. If you're working with a team, you won't have to really worry about also getting it right the first time, because your team's going to look at some of your sketches, your early wireframe sketches and ideas, and be able to work with you and decide and communicate. As the same thing will go when you're looking at their sketches. And so sketches, when I used to do this in my agency as a marketer, not knowing I was following a UX process, I had actually gone ahead and skipped right to the high fidelity, wireframes. And I did that, to be able to deliver quickly for my client and get right away to developing their website in most cases. And so, it's an interesting thing, sketching, and now in a minute here I'll talk about portfolios. In a minute here I'll talk about portfolios, but it's really the basics. It's the early stages, and I got that in the Dev Mountain experience, and so it was hard for me to not check out. But I'm thankful that I still went through the experience because of how I got the connections and was able to get confirmation that what I'd been doing was actually the case, was normal and something that people have been doing for ages, I guess. You can say it's ages, right? Ages in the tech space, because it's moving so fast. It was great to have that confirmation. Now, portfolios. When you're getting started in UX design, one thing you absolutely want to be paying attention to is your portfolio. And remember, your portfolio has got to be focused on solving problems, because one thing, again, going back to the tip I said, is you are a problem solver. when they hire you, when you join a team, or if you start a freelance business, a client or employer is hiring you based on your ability to solve problems. And I'm calling it the problem solving engine. You're becoming the problem solving engine for that client. And that's one of the most valuable things that you can add to a business. And so when you're making your portfolio, you want to think about what kind of problems did I solve or can I solve, and then present in my portfolio. A portfolio can be a website, displaying your works, no more than 5, maybe 6 at most. But on my portfolio, I've got 5 projects. I'm actually going to swap out one of my later projects with a new recently designed project that I just recently finished and did a design system for. So I'm really excited about that. But that's something I just wanted to touch on, because had I valued what was said, because I did check out a little bit, I would have been working on my portfolio early on, and had started my interview process earlier, like as soon as the Dev Mountain, or maybe while the Dev Mountain courses were completing and coming to an end. But I hope that you've found value in this video. I'm looking forward to sharing you more updates and other things that have been going on. And if you have any questions, let me know, especially if you want to learn more about the differences between marketing and UX design. I definitely have an extensive background in that, and I can share quite a bit. I've already seen some comments that have actually expressed that, so I'm excited to get through some of these video series, basically caught up, and share more. So anyway, thanks for watching this video. Go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe. I would love to hear more from you, and especially in the comments below, and we'll talk to you soon.